in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. I be the car boss. I'm the car that they're young and boss. I'm the peppy.
Until you do right by me, everything you think about is gonna crash. You will miss.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Afro-Cinematic. I'm your man, Jam, and I am here with a very special person to me. I'm here with my sister. I'm here with Monae M. What's going on?
It's going good.
So how your day been today?
It was long.
Yes, I know you've been busy.
Extremely long. I've been busy. Okay. Let me tell you, being an adult is not all it's cracked up to be.
It's not fun. It's not fun. You know,
I got my receipt. I wanted to take it back and not be an adult. They told me it was not refundable. So
like I was just talking about this like in the last episode, but when it wasn't recording though, like the only time, like there's only one good thing about being an adult, right? And it's when you really reach like the second half of your life. Like it's like I had wanted a birthday cake, right? Then I was like, damn, I can just go buy one. I don't need nobody to be birthday. I don't need no birthday. And that's when my life really began. Like, oh, I can just buy shit when I feel like
not with
like,
the cake.
Oh, this is cool. And I had
that
like
part's time.
I ain't gonna lie though. Like I went overboard with the cake. Like I had like the house was pretty much like stayed stacked with birthday cakes. You know, I wasn't really like running out of it.
Why not?
I mean, that's what I was figuring. I'm like, I ain't gonna get in trouble for it. Like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna have dessert for breakfast today.
There you go. I practically eat like that, like a 6-year-old who promised themselves that when they got older, they'll eat whatever they want. And I stuck to my guns.
I'll call that just a good follow through.
That's
all that is. You're just committed. You're dedicated. Put that on your resume. Like, I'm dedicated, committed. I set a goal for myself and I finish it.
What a goal.
That's all it is. That's all it is. So we are here on a Thursday night talking about a Friday movie. Talking about the classic, the OG Friday. So everybody knows on this show, the movie picks are the guest choice. So what made you want to pick Friday?
Well, I usually just watch a whole bunch of classic movies and a lot of comedies and a lot of trash TV. So, so when it's like that type of like classic Black movies, the first thing came to mind, obviously, well, not obvious, but for me was Friday. I don't know how many times I've seen this movie throughout my life. I can recite it back and forth. It's just a classic. I love it. The lines, it's a classic. Okay.
Like, it is. Like, I was wondering like if it was gonna hold up. Because like I recorded an episode for next Friday. And to me, I think it held up some, but it didn't hold up as good as this one did. Like this one is definitely holds up better. Like I'm still laughing throughout the entire movie. I feel like mainly because once the sequels started trying really hard to be funny.
Oh, they tried too hard. They tried to capture what the first one naturally did.
Yeah.
And anytime you do that, you lose something, you know. They kind of like, in my mind, they would pull things like from the first one to be like, hey, remember how funny this shit was?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so yours, like, I don't even know. Are you censored?
like I still think like I still think next Friday holds up, but like it wasn't until like the half point mark where I was like, all right, now I'm into it. But this one from like beginning to end, and like the first things that got me was like, I forgot how fucking good this soundtrack was. The soundtrack in Friday is good as shit. Like the whole time I'm like, damn, shit fucking man. You got Dr. Dre in there. You got was it Rick James in there? Like it's just
all of it is
so fucking good.
Music.
Ice Cube, of course. Oh my god, it was so good. And like the movie itself to me is just a really good depiction of like Black life in the hood. You know,
Yeah.
like the movie almost don't have a plot. Like the
Right.
movie almost is
That's
just like
that's true.
niggas in
It's
the
a very
hood.
loose plot. It's
It's
like
it's
some
very
shit that
loose.
happened on the weekend. It's loose.
Exactly. Like I had to think about it, like going into it, like damn, like does Friday have a plot? And I was thought, oh yeah, like they supposed to be paying back Big Worm. Like
Right.
that's the whole thing. But it's so in the back of your mind. Like I was asking
Mhm.
my questions before the movie ended. Like, damn, did they ever pay back Big Worm? I don't remember them paying back Big Worm. Like
I
what
don't
the
think
fuck's
about it
going
until
on?
after. Yeah, at
Exactly.
the end of it is when I think about it. I'm like,
Mm,
oh yeah, that's what we're supposed to be doing. Like I said,
yeah.
we're going on an adventure.
Mm.
Like,
Like what's some of your like favorite scenes of the movie?
okay, let's see. Um, obviously, well, what do I keep saying? Obvious, like everybody knows what's in my
I
head.
know what's in your head.
Classic is when he takes his glasses off and they go,
Mm.
damn. Put your glasses back on.
Get your ass up.
Oh, they was clowning you at work today, man.
So what?
I saw the tape. We kept rewinding it. Kind of looked like your head, but you can't really tell from the back.
How your eye?
Oh, it's cool.
Damn! Put your glasses back on.
God, yeah, that's straight became a meme.
It's so funny, but one of the scenes that I remember is this is the first time I can actually remember. So I'm sure I've seen it prior to, but like the only time I can like remember seeing someone like break the fourth wall is when Ice Cube, when he drops the ice on the floor and then he picks it up and he looks and he
Yeah.
puts it in the cup. That's like the first memory that I have of someone doing
Oh,
that.
breaking the wall, wow, breaking the fourth wall.
Yeah. So like I love that scene, you know.
Yeah, like we're
And
taking in like the hilarity with you. You know,
it
like
is.
it does
I love
comedy
it.
so smart in this movie. It
Mhm.
does comedy like very smart. Like I said, it's definitely funny, but it doesn't feel like it's really trying too hard, you know, like
Yeah,
to achieve
it's
it.
just like antics that like, someone down the street, that they got up to. That's how it is.
Mhm. And I fucking felt triggered like watching it again. And
Oh no.
when Craig had like, I'm a big cereal like lover. Like I do the
Oh,
whole big cereal bowl thing. Like I remember one time I got in trouble like because I ate like so like I drank so much milk with the cereal. Like I had like big bowl. I
yeah.
had the big like mixing spoon and like and everything. I was eating and shit. And I had some of my friends over there. I was like, man, you ain't about to eat all that. I'm like, shit. Mama came in, like, she was mad as hell. I got in trouble, had to buy some more milk.
Damn.
Then, like, and I had that same thing, ran into it, like, you excited for some cereal? Like, I'm like, oh, I got me a fresh box of some Count chocolates, about to go down.
Yep.
Open it up, ain't no damn milk. And
Okay.
you always find out after you pour the cereal.
After, like, why
After
don't
you
we
pour
look
it.
first? Why don't we look?
You never get prepared. You just go when you get making a bowl of cereal. You go head first. Like you just
Yes, and
go
it was
straight for the
so
jugular.
funny because she's like, just put some water on it.
Pour some water.
And so then obviously then you go right to, all right, you know what? Why can I put water on it?
I did it
I
once
do
and
it.
I did it once and I was so disgusted. I'm like, I don't know if it was just that it tasted bad or I feel like I was doing something sacrilegious. I'm like, I feel
Maybe
like a
both.
heretic. It might have been
It's
both.
both. It's both.
It might have been, but I don't know which part of it was worse. Like,
But you know what the key is? The key is pour the water on the cereal, but then drain the water. So that
drain
the
the
cereal is
water.
lubricated, the cereal is lubricated, but
That's too
have that
much.
very it's not too much, yeah.
That's too much. Like, cause like if you're trying to do some real food prep, you might as well make some pancakes. You know, if you're going that far, you might as well make some pancakes. The only time you
I
get
don't care for
cereal is if
pancakes
you want
though,
something quick.
so I'm
Well,
doing
okay,
this.
we can do a waffle. We can throw in the waffle iron. We can do that with some biscuits.
At this point, cook.
So yeah, at that point, cook. You know, because you get cereal when like you want something to eat, but you don't feel like really making nothing. That's what
That's
that's
true.
for. People eat
I
cereal
know.
in the morning
I'm
and
a
in the
fan of
night.
cereal, so I would, but I would sooner than make like pancakes. I would sooner just sit there and eat the dry cereal.
That's real. Like, okay, this is a whole new thing, a little conversation about it then. Like, what cereal would be worth you pouring like the water on? Was like, look, I'm not gonna waste this. Like, I'm going for the
I'm pouring the
H2O. which one is it gonna be?
I have to come up with a cereal that's like, it has to be a cereal that's like hard, well, like tough, because it has
Mm,
to withstand like that water, because that
mm.
water gets into the cereal a lot faster than the milk does. Like it does. It just makes it soggy and it's just not good. I would say,
I love this cereal science.
I know it is their science here, okay? It would have to be like Count Chocolate. No, Cocoa.
Count chocolate, Count
Maybe Count
chocolate or
Chocolate.
Cocoa Puff?
Cocoa Puffs.
Cocoa Puffs,
Cocoa
that's a good
Puffs.
one. Like
Well,
it's
because it's
between
easier. Pour it off and then, you got it.
like I just love Count Chocolate, my favorite cereal. So like, I'm not gonna waste it by
Yeah,
any
I know.
means. So I ain't wasting it. So I'm gonna eat that. Like that's gonna get ate. But outside of that ones, I feel like that's a given. I'll probably say Pops. Like I
Mm,
love because I feel like Pops is sweet enough too to sweeten
yeah.
up the water just enough for me,
And
so
it has
that make
that
it bearable.
layer of weirdness. I don't know what
Mhm.
quite
It
that
got that
layer is.
glaze. It got that
It's that
glaze of
weird
armor.
glaze that nobody else has ever accomplished on a
It's
cereal.
good. Yeah, it's gonna be Pops, but you gotta eat it quick because
You
it's
do.
gonna soon as that glaze is like got the slightest puncture, it's done. Like
Yeah,
it's
it's over.
immediately
It's
soggy.
over. And it's caving in under the pressure.
It's immediately. Like, well, since we're done with the cereal talk, I forgot that Regina King was in this movie. I'm like,
Yeah.
it's so many people like in this movie. Like Bernie
Hmm.
Mac, like Chris Tucker. I think Megan Good had like a little cameo in
Yeah, it
this.
was like she
There's
was like so
Love.
young.
Yeah, she's a little
Yeah.
kid in it, like at the ice cream truck scene. Like,
Yeah.
it's so many people like in this movie, you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, and
I
it's
wouldn't say
crazy
it
too. A
put
lot
them
of
on a
actors
map.
died.
It did though. It kind of put them,
It really
you know,
did. I
it
think it definitely
did.
put Chris Tucker on the map.
Oh
I
my God.
think
You know what?
definitely say
I
ice cream
love Chris
trucker.
Tucker in other movies like The Rush Hours, but by far my favorite role of his was
Right.
Friday. And I don't think he's done anything as good since.
To me, it's a mix. It's a toss up. It's either Friday or it's oh my god. It's the one where he's like a diamond thief. Uh like where they took some
Mhm.
diamonds. Charlie Sheen is in the movie. Money Talks.
Money
Money
Talks, yeah.
Talks. It's those two are my favorite Chris Tucker movies. I can watch them like anytime. I can't pick which I think is the best role. But
Oh.
I love them both though. It's hard. Yeah, like it
He was
definitely
such
is
a
hard.
shit friend in Friday though. Like he
Yes.
was
Smokey wasn't shit.
he wasn't shit. Like
Smokey wasn't shit.
he got me, you got me in some serious shit right now.
He like casually got his friend and wasn't trying to be like upfront about it. Like he casually got his friend in like a life or death situation. like bro,
They gotta play that down because he literally told them like I'm gonna kill you and him if you don't have
yeah,
my
and he
money.
just casually just walked back on his porch like shit was cool. But like nigga, no, like you want to get a shot. Bro. Like they got shot at. Like yo,
I
you about
thought
to
you
get me
were
killed
friends
or
after
nothing.
this.
Like you about to get me shot over some weed, and this is my first day smoking. Like I ain't even smoke like that.
Now listen, the fact that he continued smoking after that is a wonder because I would
Wild.
have been done. I would have
Yeah,
been like,
that would
fuck
have been
this,
it.
not for me.
Yeah. Look, listen. When I was younger, like when I was like a little kid, like everybody wanted to smoke because we knew like some adults were smoking, and the shit looked cool. So I remember it was like me, my cousin, and one of our friends. We was at this park. We was out in the projects. We was at this park, like down the street, like from my cousin's house, and we was gonna make an impromptu joint. So we got some. One of the friend had a lighter, so we wanted to see what smoking was like.
Ooh.
We had some paper and we got some dead leaves off the ground and we was gonna smoke that, right? So everybody like they roll it up. My friend smoke it first, then he give it to my cousin smoke it. So I smoked it. As soon as he's about to give it to me, my mom and my auntie come down the street and I was like, y'all was smoking? And like, did you smoke? I was like, nope. And both of them niggas got a whooping and I ain't get a whooping. So I was like, shit, I ain't doing that. Like, it was like some Pootie Tang shit. Like, out of nowhere, like the belt just coming out. So I was like, to this day, I've never smoked. So I was like, ain't for me.
You feel like that belt coming out as soon as you try it.
Like, when I tell you, Scared Straight. Like the Scared Straight
It
TV
works.
show, that ain't shit. Scared Straight TV show, that ain't shit. But like a mama and an auntie coming to whoop you at the same time, that got me. I ain't
Yeah,
doing it.
that's tag
So,
team style right there.
So
Like
let me get into let it have been a life and death situation. I'm definitely ain't fucking smoking. Like it ain't worth it. It ain't
not
worth
worth
it.
it. They
No,
both
not
were
at all.
coming.
Not at all. Yeah, like think about something like the cast. Like, yeah, like Nia Long was in this movie, and it's wild to me
Yes,
how good
I
Nia
love her
Long
in this
still look.
movie.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
she still look good too. I'm like, okay,
she's
Nia.
amazing still. Like I even like with the weight on her, I thought like she
Hmm.
would be like, no, she's so pretty.
Yeah,
Like
very much
I
so.
love her.
Yeah, like very much so. I didn't think either. Like, well, I thought it was wild when I was looking at the credits. Like, yo, like Ice Cube and DJ Pooh wrote this movie. Like that's some wild shit.
Insane.
Like the nigga that was in NWA, the Straight Outta Compton nigga, like wrote a movie, and it's like one of like the black classics.
But I think that's why it's such a classic because he lived it. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
like he didn't overplay certain
Yeah.
shit. Like, you know, so he knew exactly how these people act, you know, because he
Mhm.
was around it. So I feel
Yeah.
like that's why it worked so well. And that's why it was so organic because it's like
Mhm.
it's being told by someone who's been around it. So
Yeah, it's definitely like a black movie made for black people. You know, it's like we
oh
don't
yeah.
like it don't like have to constantly like remind you that the people is black. Like we know, like we just do like nigga shit, you know.
Just
And I
doing shit.
love to yeah, just do nigga shit. And I love too how like he didn't write his character not having a dad. You know, like it was a full family unit, you know, like
Yeah.
in the house and everything.
Because I feel like if someone else, you know, would have made it, then they probably would have
Hmm.
been like, you know, absent father or whatever. No, he had
Hmm.
one of those fathers that like would also like get in his ass about shit. He was
Hmm.
always in his ass. Like,
Oh my
nigga can
God.
breathe.
John Witherspoon as his dad was he fucking
I
hilarious. Like he has like some of the most quotable lines like in the movie.
100%,
Like
yeah.
every time you in the kitchen, all the time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen eating all the pig feet, all the hog.
Oh, he is just so funny. I was
So
just thinking
funny.
about that, like how many people from like the original Friday that has passed, like
Yeah, it's almost a whole cast.
crazy.
Yeah,
Almost a whole bunch of cats. I'm like, oh
it's a
my god,
lot. Yeah, it's a lot. Like
insane.
yeah,
Fucking
a whole lot
Debo.
of
I was
them.
like, where's
Devo
everybody?
gone, his dad gone.
Man,
Oh yeah,
Crash
a
Test
lot
was
of the
crazy.
characters gone.
Whole a
Like
lot, yeah,
even Miss Parker's husband. Well, I think
yeah.
he died too. You know, I'm
I
like
think
man, like
so.
everybody like on the movie.
That you know what I love is that he was
Mm.
a midget, a little
Yes,
person. I love that. I love that because it was like such an odd pairing. It's like you
it
have this
came
like
out of nowhere.
bombshell who's like, and then you like you're expecting like you know what her husband would look like, and it wouldn't. It
Mhm.
wasn't him.
It was not at all. Oh my god, like and like one of my favorite scenes too was when I was thinking about it when I was watching movies, like yo, Smokey is probably one of the first people to get like catfished on TV. I'm like,
So true.
oh, you like Janet Jackson? That bitch you like Freddie Jackson.
Freddie Jackson. I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god, like I was thinking about that too. Like I wonder how much like that happened, you know, like in
Yes,
like the 90s, 2000s, you know, like just
it
people
had
just
to. It'd have been so
getting
much
on the
easier.
phone. Yeah, like just getting on the phone, like the scene where it was a reoccurring thing when Craig's girlfriend Joy kept calling like the house and hanging up. You know, like that wouldn't like that's couldn't be an issue now, you know,
No,
because
it's
you're not
like
gonna
I see
answer the
your
phone.
number. Like, what are you talking
Yeah.
about? I see your number. Like,
Yeah, that's so wild to think back. Like we used to just answer the phone for
you answer
anybody.
the
Like
phone,
when it
random.
rang, we just picked it up. You know, like we
This
had a whole
is
separate
insane.
device for caller ID, which was the pager. You know, like
This is
they had
fucking
to
weird.
call that first to tell you to call them. That's just so crazy.
It's like it feel like now it seems so useless. It's like,
Hmm.
why would you have a device to tell you to call me? It is like it's
Oh
like
my god! Like I was talking about this not long ago, where like when we say act like you're on the phone, like you're gonna do this with your hands,
yes,
right? Yeah, but
yes.
kids nowadays like just do with their hand flat.
Do you really?
Yeah, because
That's so
they
fucking
don't
weird.
notice. Like they never
No,
seen like
that's
phones like
true.
this.
Because but I'm like, hey, call, you know, like, but
Yeah,
you're
like
right. I have not. Let me see a kid do this. I'm popping their hand.
like, they be
I'm
like
popping their hand.
ask the nieces and nephews. Like they gonna like more than likely they gonna do this because
Because it's
they
so
never
weird.
seen this before.
That's true.
Like we
And
trying
you
to
know
hang
what?
up, you're doing
I
this. You
was
know, we're doing
I feel
this.
like
Like it
our
does.
parents felt the same way.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Because I was watching, was that Love Train video? Not the
Mm,
new one with Bruno Mars, but the older one.
mm.
And when he says dial that number, like it caught me off guard because I realized he did this, like a
Yeah, the
rotary.
rotary.
I was like, he just did this.
Like, what the fuck does that mean? Call you? Like,
He said dial that number. He did this. I was like, oh.
like, oh my god, that's so fucking old. Like,
This is the best part, though. It's the best
oh
part. That
man.
and those weird crackhead faces he was making. Those is the best part.
Talking about crackheads, Ezell in this movie so fucking
Oh
funny.
my God, Ezel. Because
Oh my
everybody
god.
knew at least 2 to 3 Ezels growing up.
And
You
everybody
just
know the
did.
line. Like everybody's because of this movie. Everybody at least fought that failed one time. At least said, "Oh, my neck and my back, my neck and my back."
Get these for me. I ain't got no money. I ain't got enough.
Man, you owe me $2.
Add these.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh, I'm hurt! Oh, ah! I'm suing y'all! Oh, I'm hurt! Oh, my neck, my back, my neck and my back. Oh, I want $150,000. But we can settle out of court right now for $20.
Man, get your punk ass up. It ain't even wet over here.
Hey, well, look here, man. Just give me $10 and I won't say nothing.
Get out.
$2.50 in the jawbreaker.
Get out.
$1 is an envelope.
Man, what the hell you doing?
Man, you know how much money you can get for a slip and fall in the store?
Man, you need to stay off that crack, man.
Get out. Man, you wrong, brother. You wrong. You wrong.
And the scene where he caught Smokey taking his shit outside.
Oh my God. Because
Like, I ain't the
it's
smartest
like,
man in the world, but
like taking a shit from him. Oh my God. It's so funny because like you said, like, I haven't seen someone like taking a shit outside because like but I've seen like random shits outside that I'm not sure came from a dog.
Like, that's a little people size.
That looks like a human type shit. So
Oh my God.
it's terrible. But like Ezell was so funny because he wasn't overplayed like a crackhead, but he did like little dumb crackhead shit that like normally like if no one knew you would whoop your ass, but because you the neighborhood crackhead, people know what your you get away with it a little bit of the shit.
Oh my God. Like, I love when Miss Parker is getting kicked out the house and Ezell just come running down the street and just like steal her clothes. Like, what did you about to do with these?
Doing with these clothes, like but you know he's gonna sell it for something.
Oh my God, man. Every time he was on the screen, it was just hilarious. So I'm saying, like, he's just talking about like the neighborhood crackhead. It's just like a good like depiction of like life in the hood. Because everybody know he's here. You know, like everybody know one. Just so funny, man.
It's like Felicia. Everybody knows a Felicia. Okay.
I wonder how much harm this movie done to everybody named Felicia.
Oh my goodness, so much. Okay, I wore my hair, but you even just for people like wearing like the hairstyle that she had. I had my hair like that one time. It was given very Felicia vibes. So she's ruined hairstyles too. Okay.
Oh my God. Everything like this
Borrowing the
movie
most
killed
weird shit. Like
oh man, like
what is happening?
Like I've seen this movie a lot, but I didn't realize how much stuff I forgot until like watch it again to prep for the show. Like I forgot like Debo was messing with Felicia. I forgot Felicia and Nia Long's character were like sisters.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck is going on with this?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like then I forgot about one of my favorite scenes too. When Smokey go through the window to try to like rob like Debo while he sleep. Yeah, drop his drawers on him.
Oh, so disgusting.
Oh my God, that was so fucking nasty.
I can practically smell it through the phone or the TV. It was so bad.
So nasty. And like to top it, like to top the scene off, like you get Ezell coming through the window too. You're like, what the fuck is you doing? He said, I see the window open. I'm like, you know, just might as well a burger.
Just red is casually, you know.
Still a casual breaking and entering.
Why not? Casual beating. Why not?
Oh my God. And like I gotta ask you like this question about the movie too, because I don't think any other Fridays really resolved it. Do you think that Craig actually was still in those boxes at his job? Because he said he wasn't doing it, but he ain't do it, but he wasn't sounding that adamant. Like I'm like, I don't know, that you might have did it. Then Red
He
come
didn't put up
around
a
and say,
fight.
yeah, he
I don't
didn't
know.
put up too
He
much
didn't
of
put
a
up a
fight.
fight. So
No.
I don't know.
Then,
He might have been still in boxes.
this nigga might have thrown some shit. Then like Red come around later on was like, hey, shit kind of look like you from the back, but like you kind of didn't look like you.
That movie, those lines from the movies is just like classic. I remember when I got my first job and when I got fired from my first job, and it was on my day off. The sad thing about it is, it was. So we got called in because I wasn't even working there long, and it was like a Family Dollar job. I wasn't there long, and they were like, "Yeah, there's been like a whole bunch of stuff." Like, management was wild up there. Okay, let me tell you, they were doing some wild shit. And I was looking like, "This niggas was be doing this." It wasn't long before they called everybody, and they got rid of everybody. It didn't matter if you just started. It didn't matter. It didn't matter if you had anything to do with it. They were like, "We have to clean house."
Caught up in some BS.
They were like, either they're gonna shut the store down or you just got to get rid of every single body there. And I was like, damn, I picked the wrong time to start.
Yeah, like, well, fuck.
And this was my first job. I came home, I was distraught. I was like,
oh man,
I was so sad. I was like, what happened? And especially when I wish I was still in shit because
it wasn't even your fault.
We justified it a little bit. But when I came home and I'm telling my brother, I'm telling Lamar, this one. That guy, let me tell you, the first thing that came out his mouth, I don't know why I thought it would be something compassionate considering the source. Okay, the first thing he said was, they said they called me. Okay, I was like, I just looked at him. I couldn't even be sad anymore.
That's funny. That's funny.
I was just like,
oh my
really?
God. Like yeah, like I'm that's like I said, it's so many like quotable lines and like it's like,
it is.
You win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Fight another day.
Like every time I'm playing like any type of like competitive game, like especially like Super Smash Brothers when I'm playing with my friends and I'm winning, I'm like, I'm on your ass, Mr. Postman. Like always I put this. I don't know how many times I've dropped it in the group text and shit like it's so many like quotable lines like from this movie, you know.
And so what do you think about the mother, his mom?
Oh, his mom was like a black mom. Like she was giving me fucking PTSD. Like it's my mama. Like don't put some water on that.
She was so funny to me. That classic church going mom.
Yes. Like when she
looking at Miss Parker.
Yes, that's the scene.
Hey girl.
Like, hey girl. That's the scene. I swear to God. Like it was one time. Me and my mom and my brother, we all going to church. I can't remember where my sisters was at. We going to church, right? And my mom is just cussing us out in the car, like all the way until we pull up to the church. Soon as we get up to the door, she's still cussing us out. We open the door, somebody say, how you doing? How you doing, Miss Covington? She all like, oh, I'm blessed. How are you? I'm like, we're like, what the hell just happened? Like, you wasn't just blessed when you was cussing us out. I'm like, we're like, who is this woman? I'm like, why couldn't we meet this woman earlier? Like, I'm just getting so
makes you want to keep one of the church people around, so anytime they start acting up, just pull them.
Switch.
She has to act nice.
Oh my God, the switch was so pure and superb. I'm like, that's such like a black mama. Like that's how you know like black people wrote this film.
Yes, because it was so effortless. It was just like it just went right into the hey girl. Ooh, that's the shade.
Oh my God, that like I said, like so much PTSD. Like when Craig dad watching TV and like just called him in here just go get him like a cup of water.
Oh
like,
my goodness.
Man, you could have just yelled that to me. You had to maybe come in.
Done it.
Everybody.
Oh shit.
You're all right.
Oh my God. No.
You okay?
I'm back.
I can hear you still.
There you go. Amateur. I was trying to hit like
It's all
go
right.
away.
You all right?
Amateur hour.
That's funny. Oh man. Yeah, but
Oh
so
my
I think
goodness,
that's
no.
most of the stuff. Like I had thinking. Well, no, one more scene that like I would be remiss if I didn't bring up was when
Now
Smokey.
you're low.
I'm low.
Your voice.
I've heard my voice
Am I
being
low?
real low. No,
I'm
you
probably
sound
just as
fine to
loud.
me. Yeah, you sound fine to me.
I'm gonna read lips.
Hang on. All right, like one of the scenes, like I gotta bring up. We're gonna be talking about Friday. Is when Smokey was smoking with the Mexican guys, and it was smoking like Angel does. Because like
This angel those tones.
yes. Well, I was thinking, because he's before he explains the story, like he's just twitching and like looking at himself weird. Then I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Then I remembered the scene, like did he still got that twitch from smoking like the angel does, so like in the movie, and just never fucking lost it.
Like
Yo,
in a pigeon coop.
What's in the pigeon coop?
It's a fucking pigeon coop. Like,
Oh man, hilarious. All of a
he
sudden,
sold that part though.
he did. He did, like I said, because he kept it up during the whole movie.
He
Like
did.
it was so natural because I was like, "What the fuck is going on?" Until I remembered what was happening. Yeah, he definitely sold it.
He
But
did.
I think that's pretty much all I really had to bring up. Anything else you want to bring up on the movie?
Yes, that the end, the way it happened with him going to rehab was bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, that was another.
It ruined everything.
That's two breaking the fourth wall moments. You know, yeah, because right at the end, because he's looking at the camera and saying, you know, I was just playing and shit. Yeah.
You know, I just play it.
Because I
Oh,
was
he's like, I'm just fucking with you, man.
yeah, like, I'm watching it, like when he's talking about going to rehab. Like, oh shit, that's why Smokey wasn't in the second one. Then like, I was just fucking around. Like, oh, that's not why Smokey was in the second
Like, I guess he wasn't. Like, he said
Well,
it, but I guess he wasn't.
All right, so I got a couple questions that I ask everybody that comes up on the show. All right, and one of the first ones, it was my favorite, is top 3. So I'm gonna give you like a random topic. Like the last episode I just recorded was like your top 3. Give me your top 3 movie villains, right? So for this one, I want you to give me your top 3 musicals.
Musicals?
Musicals.
Ooh. Damn. So I initially want to say, I want to give you the right ones. Serious. I'm serious about my movies, okay?
It's your list. You got 3.
I would like to say A West Side Story.
Okay, that's classic.
It's classic.
No
And
complaints
Singing in
on
the
that one.
Rain.
I have not seen Singing. That's old as shit.
Listen,
that movie old as shit.
That's my shit. Those are my genres. I love the older movies.
Okay.
I'm trying to think if I really loved any newer musicals. I'm kind of a snob when it comes to like films in that way.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the classics are classics for a reason.
Yeah,
But
it's very few good modern ones. Like one of my favorite musicals is Hairspray. Like I love Hairspray.
everybody loves that.
I liked it.
I'm gonna be honest. You might crucify me for this. I don't remember actually seeing it in full. So I can't pass judgment on it.
I'm not gonna crucify you over it. I'll enjoy it a lot. You should watch it though. Like you should watch the more modern remake with Queen Latifah in it and everything. Like yeah, it's good. I enjoy that one. That one, and I would say I like Rent. Rent is good.
Rent. Oh my God! I'll take out. I'm gonna get rid of one because you know what?
Executive change.
Rent is such a beautiful movie,
and
the singing in it, top notch. So I'm actually gonna get rid of Singing in Rain. I'm gonna go. I'll get rid of it. I'm gonna put, and this is the order that it goes into.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw Rent at the very top.
Oh wow, Rent going first.
I'm putting Rent at the top.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put 7 Brides for 7 Brothers It's
Okay,
a
I still
good,
haven't seen that one.
yeah, it's a good one. I
It's
like
another
it.
like old one though, right?
It's old, yeah. It's old.
It's like old.
It's old. It's like
Yeah.
Technicolor.
Oh wow. Like Roberta keep trying to get me to watch it. I'm like, man, this movie gotta be like old as shit. Like if I had to guess, like I would make mine, like I don't know what place I would put them all in, but Hairspray definitely is up there. I enjoy Grease. The movie as a whole isn't that good to me, but I enjoy the songs. The songs are fun. And especially I like laugh because like Grease had a song, The Beauty School Dropout. It was like the first like thing I've seen in a movie where it's like setting up to be serious, but it's like being funny and like sarcastic. Like how the singer is like patronizing her the whole time he's singing the song, which is funny to me. And those two, and the last one that run out the list is always hard. I'm probably gonna go with the Black Cinderella with Brandy and Whitney Houston because I
Oh, that
fucking
was
love Whitney
good.
Houston. Yeah, I
You
love
view
Whitney.
that as well, I guess because it sings, it is
I
a
mean, yeah,
musical
it's a musical.
technically.
It's like they songs all through that
But in
movie.
my head, if it's Disney, it should be singing.
Disney, like once Disney hit its renaissance in the 90s, that's when it started pumping out like musicals. But like it's some good like Disney movies without singing. Like one of my favorites, like Fox and the Hound. I don't think it's probably like one song in it, but like that's probably like it. Yeah, that's more of like the 90s era. Then I pretty much like kept on from there. Okay, so you
I saw
said
that the new Matilda,
yeah.
and it's a musical.
Really? That's weird
That
to me.
it sucks.
Yeah.
I love Matilda.
Me
Like I
too.
love Matilda growing up, but
Same.
the fact that it's a musical should enhance it, and it actually just brings it down. It sucks. It blows. The songs are
Yeah.
not good. It feels
Yeah.
forced.
Yeah. I don't understand why they made that a musical. I was real apprehensive like to watch it because I love Matilda. I watch Matilda like all the time, especially because when I was like younger, I used to be alone a lot. And so I really like connected with Matilda and like making breakfast and shit. I'm like, oh, like this, like I like this shit. Like just
Yeah.
bopping, you got all this shit just moving and making this stuff. That was so fun. Yeah, I love Matilda.
I
But
did too.
so
The only reason why I liked and I wanted to give it a shot is because Mrs. Trenchbow, she
mhm.
reprised her role. So
Oh really?
yes, so it made
That's
me
cool.
like want to get into it and like really be into it. And then what is the teacher's name?
Miss Honey, I think.
Something like that. So
Yeah, I think Miss Honey.
she's Black now,
Yeah, I've seen. I'm like, that's
which
weird.
it's weird because I felt like, yeah, did it really have to happen?
And to me, it's just weird because like I've seen a lot of like the new cast, and it's pretty much like all white people. Then you
Yeah,
just got dark ass Miss Honey out of nowhere, and it's like,
yeah,
yo,
just because.
like yeah, like where you come from? I mean, I like the actress, like and
Yeah,
everything. Like I like her a lot. Like
I
I
think she
love
does a
her.
good job in the role.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does. Like everything I've seen her in, I've enjoyed her in. But it was just like weird, like
It
because
was weird. It was
it's like
like,
out in the middle of, and it's made it in England too. That's what's another thing. Like if they'd have made it in the U.S., it wouldn't have been as weird to me. It'd been fine. But it's like out
yeah,
in the like the boonies in fucking England somewhere. Then you just got this
there's white people
random
there.
black person. Yeah, like this, like sure there's black people in England there, but like, I mean, what's the chances
But like,
this is gonna be this? You know, like, it was just kind of fucking weird. You know,
I feel like maybe I don't know if it was like, did they feel like they needed to put her like turn her Black, or was it that
mm.
she was just the best one in audition? I
Maybe
don't know
I'm gonna
which
say
one
because she's a
came
good
first.
actress. Yeah, because she is good. She is a very good actress. Like so, I love her in everything I've
Yeah,
seen.
I
All
hope
right.
it was that. I hope it was the reason of she was just that good, and they wanted her there, and not like we gotta get a token, you know. Because
Like,
when you wonder when you
we
do like
gotta get the niggas in
a
here
change like
somehow.
that, like what's the agenda? Oh shit, here, what are we trying to say now?
I
Don't use us
feel
for your agenda.
you. All right. The next question is outside of the movie that you picked for the show, on the list of like movies every black person should see, what's your next one on the list? Like say, can't pick Friday because that's the one you watched today. We did for this episode. So if you had to pick another movie to go on the list of movies every Black person should see, what is it going to be?
Okay, now it's gonna be between. I want to say "Don't Be a Menace" was really like.
That's funny. There's a lot of quotables in that one.
I like "Don't Be a Menace." It's a classic, but I don't know. Talking to you earlier, Temptations is shit.
Temptations is a good one.
The Temptations is shit. But I love the Temptations. Like I just do.
Yeah.
And not my era. I get it. But but they were just classic. But I don't know if I love the movie because I love the movie, or I love the movie because of David Ruffin.
Yeah. ain't nobody looking for you, Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you,
like,
Otis.
It's the funniest thing. That movie made me be like a hater of Otis.
Don't even fucking know Otis. I'm like, man, fuck Otis. Ain't nobody coming to see you.
I was like, damn.
It was such conviction.
He was so certain. Like, ain't nobody coming to see you,
man.
Otis. It's like
Otis.
He was so funny. Like, it was so funny because he believed that shit.
Wholeheartedly. Like, he said it with such disgust. Like, ain't nobody coming to see you. Like, and he said it so like it pissed him off that like he would have the thought that somebody would want to see him.
You could possibly think. And the crazy thing about it is like Otis, it was his group first.
Yeah. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis. Shit was hilarious.
Like, look, I know you started this shit, but I put them asses in them seats. They ain't coming to see me. I'm David Ruffin.
Hilarious. So you picking the Temptations to go on the list?
I'm gonna go with the Temptations.
That's a good one. That's a good one. And last but not least, what's the last movie you saw?
Ooh. Oh, shit. What was the last movie I saw?
I didn't think it was gonna be this hard of a question.
Because I pick random movies.
Okay.
Based off either like the titles, the little thumbnail, or just a trailer. And so like sometimes I don't know the names of these movies, and I'm like, and I have a bad habit of picking movies that they seem like they're really, really good, but
until you start watching it,
someone they always end up tragic.
Oh, wow.
It's my curse. It's my curse. I always pick really good tragic movies. Like I'm always in tears at the end of it. Hilarious. But I watched. I've been watching a whole bunch of like not trash TV, but like like a lot of shows that I don't know are they movies.
That'd be the thing with Netflix now. It makes it hard for you to remember. Like, was that a movie?
Netflix makes everything so hard.
Yeah. I didn't think this question would be harder than like your top 3 questions.
I think I watched an older movie. I think I watched something that I've already seen before. This is terrible.
This should not be this hard. Like normally, I want to go see this. I watch this like the other.
It makes me want to like pull up my Netflix and like, please tell me what did I fucking watch.
Well, just tell me the last movie you remember watching. Outside of Friday, that don't count. That's for the show.
Okay, I know this isn't the last movie that I've seen because I know I've seen movies like after, but the only reason, like the saddest thing is, the only thing that's coming to my mind is the Grinch. How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Wait, which version? The OG?
The original.
The OG one, the OG cartoon? That's the best one to me. Like a lot of people like the Jim Carrey one, like that's their favorite one. But I like the original old school.
I like the original one.
Yeah,
and it's only like 30 fucking minutes.
Yeah, it's short as hell.
My favorite, I think I love the movie so much because my favorite line is that it came without packages, boxes, and bags. I don't know why.
I like it.
That's part of the fucking movie.
I like it because that's the one where I really feel like the Grinch is actually mean. Like I don't feel like he's more funny in the Jim Carrey one, and we just recently, like this past Christmas, we watched the new one with Benedict Cumberbatch, and like to me the Grinch wasn't mean. Like he wasn't like that mean. He just seemed irritated, He doesn't seem like a vile person,
He was just agitated. But in the OG, like the Grinch was like, they say he stole the last can of Who Hash, okay? Like. That shit don't even sound like it's good enough to eat. So he just stole it just to steal it. And then my favorite, he came back and took the crumb from the mouse.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. I was like, yo, like this nigga wild. Like, yeah. The
harsh.
OG Grinch was with the shits. He was like, fuck all this, man. Fuck all this Christmas. Like, ain't no jolly singing shit around me. Nah.
We're not here with that. We're not here for that at all.
Not at all. Not at all. But I think that's about it. We've been going for a little bit. Like, I enjoy it. Like, I think Friday still holds up. Recommend anybody who, like, I don't know how you haven't seen it, but if you haven't seen it, definitely watch it. It's a good view. You definitely should have watched it before you listen to it.
If you haven't seen it, then you're not on planet Earth.
Yeah, I mean, like it's to the point where white people start catching on to the movie. So I mean, I feel like
I've heard a couple my neck and from like others. You know what I mean?
Really?
So that's how you know a movie has lasted.
That's how you know
and passed the test of time.
Yeah, like it's a good one. Yeah, so definitely watch Friday. This has been another episode of Afro-Cinematic. I'm your man Jam. And do you want to give people like like Twitter or Instagram handle if anybody like to follow you on those platforms?
I wish I was that important. I don't even.
You're anonymous.
I'm pretty sure I signed up for at least 2 of those, and I don't know any of the information.
That's fine. Anonymity is great.
You can find me walking around on the street somewhere, maybe.
You don't gotta be out here in this Lord's internet. You don't gotta be. But that's another episode, and we out.